Hey guys, it's Shari Said It here, and I am going to talk about Drake's Take Care album right now. So it just dropped November 15th, just a few days ago. I kind of wanted to talk about this on video, not write. I'm used to writing all my reviews out on paper on the internet and posting it onto my blog. I wanted to talk about this one because the amount of hate that I've seen on Twitter, Facebook, whatever it may be about this album is out of control. And I just wanted to speak on it verbally, just to kind of let everybody see where I was coming from as far as what I thought about the project. So I'm going to count down the top 10 reasons why I think Take Care is a great body of work, and I'm very impressed by it. So let's start this out, right? Number one, the first reason why I think this is a great album is because now more than ever, Drake has solidified his signature sound. There's this distinct sound that he has created with the help of 40 that you hear it in the first 3 seconds, you automatically know what it is. And to create that type of sound that is, the Drake sound, I think is pretty amazing. Even you can hear it in sort of the up-tempo songs as well. And he's really put himself in his own lane by doing that. Number two, second reason why I think this album is a great body of work is because Drake is generous on this album. I mean, he in the crew song, I mean, that's all weekend. You could argue and say the crew or crew love is a weekend song with the Drake feature. The Weeknd is featured on 3 songs, one interlude, I believe, 2 songs and one interlude on this album. To give so much of your project over to someone else to be creative on is pretty big deal. Kendrick Lamar gets his own interlude. Um, it's just you could tell that he's spreading the love. OVOXO. Number three is he's true to himself. He gets all this flack for being emotional, but at the end of the day, I think it just comes down to honesty, and that's what he's doing. He's being honest. He's putting himself out there. This album is almost kind of like, I see it as kind of like a diary, and he feels comfortable enough to let his fans and to let the world hear his thoughts. I think that is admirable. I don't think it's a sign of weakness at all. So yeah, that's number three. So number four is now Drake's a target. Drake is arguably one of the biggest rappers out right now and has achieved so much success in such a short period of time that he's now a target. There's people who've been on top for a long time who don't know how to deal with the success that he's getting that's coming his way. I think that's only making Drake a better artist. And I think some of the words that he says addresses that on this album. So definitely the fact that he's a target is keeping him on his toes, which means the material is good. It's good quality. So on to number five. Um, Number five is, I hear all this talk about, oh, Drake's rocking a sweater. Oh, that's stupid. Or, oh my gosh, he can't dress. His fashion style sucks. He's so emotional. It's so funny. Everybody has all these physical things to say about him. No one can knock the kid's flow. Drake's flow is one of the best flows out right now. I mean, I don't. If you want to argue with me on this, we could argue about it and we could debate, point for point about it. But his flow is probably one of the best out there. He has taken the time to create new flows on this album. He flowed like on songs like hell yeah, fucking right. I've never heard him flow like that on the motto. I mean, come on, he really switched it up. No one could say he's biting anyone's flows anymore at this point. So that shit is admirable. The next one is choice of production and samples. Okay, so production and samples, I'm trying to speed it up because I don't want people watching a 10-minute video. So Number 6 is production and samples. The production on this album is A-class production. I was blown away. 40, shout out to you. For that, shout out to T Minus, Boy Wonder. Just Blaze. Oh my God, Lord Knows is ridiculous. It's crazy. Lex Luger, like, I mean, the production is really insane. It's crazy. I mean, he really did, when he said take care, you could tell that each one of these producers, along with Drake, really took care and really, put their all into the beats that they made for this project. Samples are number one, surprising, and number two, absolutely perfect. John B calling on you. Come on, we haven't heard John B since like the '90s. Like that shit was so hot. Like that was ridiculous. And then SWV, what shot for you? I mean, damn. And then what else do we hear? Oh, Jamie XX, the Jamie XX beat. Oh my gosh, with the Gil Scott Heron. I mean, so um, I've always respected the fact that Drake was able to take indie beats, new wave, and kind of infiltrate them into his hip hop style. He started doing that, I feel like, on So Far Gone. So that's cool. Who else is doing that? No one else is taking indie beats and shit. Like, come on. Number 7, I could tell the hunger's still there. I could tell just through the quality of the lyrics and quality of just the overall production, like I said in my last point, um, is there. Drake is really still hungry, and he still feels like he's a point to prove. Yeah, the fame is here, the money's here, the girls here, the drinks here, but the hunger's still there too, and that's evident. Number 8, he doesn't really care about the radio hits. I feel like Thank Me Later was more about, oh yeah, I have this song in the club, I have this song for the radio. There's not really that many club songs that to jam out to and dance to, and there really isn't many radio songs either. This song is really about Drake, and it really is about Toronto. It has a strong Toronto feel in it, and I think Drake just wants to go back to his roots. That's really what it was, and you could tell, you could hear that here. It's very So Far Gone-esque, and that's what I like about it. Number 9, new flows. Like I kind of touched on before. I mean, just the way he switched up his flows in this album. I mean, almost every song is like a different flow, and I'm like, damn, I've never heard Drake even rap like this ever on any one of his previous projects. Blew me out of the water. I was like, damn, like, he's kind of putting people on their toes. Like, everybody has to get to work now. Switch up your flow. Don't use the same shit you were using on your last album. Switch it up. Make it better. Drake's really setting that bar, I feel. And last but not least, number 10. We're finally at number 10, people. We're at number 10. Okay, so the last point is Drake no longer gives a fuck. That's basically it. And not to be vulgar or anything, but I feel like that's the only way I could have expressed it. Just through the new lyrics, and just there's such a huge difference between what he was saying in Thank Me Later and what he's saying right now in Take Care. It's kind of a cockier demeanor. I know I'm good. I know I'm probably the best out there. I know you're hating on me, but guess what? I'm still gonna bring it. And I mean, songs like, he touches on this on songs like Underground Kings, Over My Dead Body. He talks about this in Lord Knows. He talks about it in The Ride. I mean, it's just a lot of like, yo, Drizzy's here. I'm here to stay. This is what I got, what you got. So it's kind of like, if you got a problem with me, step to me. You most likely won't step to me, but if you got a problem, I'm letting you know that you can. So, he really is putting his foot down and saying, listen, I'm good. I'm at the top of my game. I'm the shit. Respect that. You know what I mean? And if you don't respect it, take care, nigga. That's it. Take care. So anyways, that's the top 10 reasons why I think Take Care is a great production. Shout out to Drizzy. Shout out to the whole OVO, XO movement, YMCMB, the whole crew over there. They really did, give us a great album. So, yeah, that's it. I said it. Shari said it. Stay tuned for the next one. Peace.